I'm really big on my own family history. And I know for me, it's like that because I reflect a lot on my ancestry, where I've been, where my ancestors have been. I immediately always start with my mother and my father, and then I make my way back on both lines. And then I also just people in my life. And what it also does for me too in times like this, it takes a lot of the fear away. I'm not as fearful as I would normally be. I just don't, because when I consider their journey, where they've been, what it's been like for them, immediately, I just know that I got this. And I don't know how you are all feeling out there on Sunday Sitting with Sisters. And she, gave us some information. I got a sister that's a homegirl who's educated, but who understands culture at the same time, to explain to us what all that was about. And then I listened to a lot of people, but mainly for myself, I am constantly always reflecting on my ancestors and the journey that they've been on, which really I've been on because I was a seed inside of them. So now I am their modern day representative. So I just say on this time, y'all, we just need to reflect and rejuvenate and give thanks. And the last part I didn't put on there was just to keep moving. We should be so grateful and so blessed to just be in this time, in this space, in this place. Every time I look at my great nephews and nieces, it makes me just smile. When I look at my nieces and nephews, it makes me just rejoice that I am here now making my mark and adding on to the continuum of the great cipher, if you will. I am so grateful for spirituality and choices. I am so grateful that I can be whoever it is I really want to be in this time. I'm so glad I don't allow others' restrictions on me to weigh on me. I'm so grateful to be born in this time period where I have choices and some. So glad I don't have to become people's narrative of how they see me. Like, there's just so many things I really, really get that I get to do because of my ancestors' journey, because of their sacrifices, and I'm so grateful. So for me, that reflection piece is big. It's really, really big. Of course, I'm going to be watching work from right here. I've literally changed part of my whole house around so I would have an office in the house. And also I'll be able to dance in my house because I'm going to be doing some line dancing. So just trying to do some things I really like. I'm also going to do some Orisha dancing because I hooked up a television in a room that's made for dancing. And so I'm going to be trying to do a lot of stuff, taking care of my health, meditating more with my ancestors in front of my altar. I'm looking forward to all of that. I'm looking forward to the rejuvenation of just being still. So, and I'll also be doing some more lives and things because I'll be here at the house. But I'm just so grateful. I am so grateful. And I wish y'all can see in front of me, when I went to Cuba, I had collected these plates, if you will, celebrating like Baba UIA and then the followers of tradition, and then there's a famous picture of an African woman. And so as I look at them, they keep me grounded on why I'm here, what I'm supposed to do, that all things are solvable. They keep reminding me that all things are for a reason. And it may not be in the reason or the season that you think they need to be in, but they're all there for a reason. And so I am constantly, I'm just constantly being reminded of that. I'm constantly being reminded that it's okay to create. It's okay to laugh and be joyful. It's okay to sit down and just reflect on your life. I think that the universe is, doing what it does. And sometimes as human beings, no matter what one human being or human beings ideal of what they think about the world, the great spirit, the great energy, whatever you call it, I believe it's the great spirit. It's all in divine order. It's how we react to how things unfold. So I would ask you all, check in on your friends, check in on elders, check in on those young people who are creating their young families. Make sure they got all that they need. You know, I know our kids sometimes act like they independent and they got everything. Check in on them. Right on, Linda. Right on. Check in on them. I'm just, I called my niece today and see what it is that, how things are going. And she was like, I said, you all right? She's like, yeah, why you asking? I said, girl, you ain't too grown for me to make sure you all right. She said, oh, thank you. So check in, y'all. If you had a friend that just had a surgery, or just check in. If you know elders, just check in, family. This is the check-in time, and maybe this is the time where we can make time to check in with each other. See, I just believe in divine order, no matter how you look at it. So all things happen for a reason. And so, y'all, it's up to us, family. It is up to us to check in on each other. I believe there are no mistakes in the universe. Absolutely none. Everything is happening because it's supposed to happen, but it's what do we do at that time? And so check in on those elders, check in on those people who we know kind of live alone, or people who are, maybe they're estranged from their family right now. Check in on, and you know why. You don't have to know why, but if you're for me, I'm always connected to a lot of young people. So, I've been on the phone with a lot of young people, like just checking in. Hey, how you doing? It's Mama Ro. Checking in, family, checking in. These are the times where we need to check in with each other. And so I pray that we do that during this time. Books and some information, and as you study, because I'm just really into learning about my ancestors. I'm just going to be very honest. I am one of those people who want to know all about my ancestors before they came to North America in the way in which they come. I've come through my ancestors came through enslavement. So that's how I'm here. I'm not native or indigenous to people may be, but I am not. So I want to know, what were we doing? What was our tradition? What was our culture? So that's why you see me sometimes, doing it this way. So anyway, family, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. And just remember, y'all, check in on each other, so that as you reflect, check in on people. And as you rejuvenate, check in on people. And as you give thanks, check in on your folks. And with that, family, y'all have a good night.